Hey everybody, this is Dr. Rick Hellman. I'm at my office. You see I'm wearing the University of Kentucky Wildcats shirt today. It was a great day with the family and some sports. I hope your teams won today. UK certainly did, so I'm happy about that. But hey, I wanted to come down. I promised that I would do a video, another 4 videos in 4 days, right, on myths of the thyroid. And today I wanted to, tonight, I was just kind of settling in, getting ready, get everything ready for the week and to go to bed. And I came down to the office, and I want to shoot you a quick video because medication is a big deal. There's a lot of people nowadays that are wondering, hey, I have a thyroid condition. I'm either struggling with weight, temperature on my body, my energy's low, I have brain fog, and I can't control my metabolism. I'm cold all the time. Maybe my skin is really dry. My nails are bad. Hair is falling out. So you have all these symptoms, and you go to your doctor, and your doctor looks at you and says, it doesn't take a genius to say that's a thyroid. Those are thyroid symptoms. But then, then the next thing is a test, and the test is usually very incomplete, as we went over our last live. And if you, I would definitely recommend going to. I spent about 17 minutes going over these things about how those things are incomplete, and there's a lot of things that affect the thyroid. But medication is a big deal to a lot of people because they get scared and they don't know what to do, and they go to the doctor, and the doctor says, well, here, take this test. Like I said, most of them are incomplete, and then they look at one marker, and then you're on a medication, and you don't know really what to do. You're just following their advice, and then you'll go to the pharmacist, and they'll fill it up, and the next thing you're on meds. And the first thing about thyroid medication is your thyroid is designed to create, it houses its own hormone, and when you start to give it hormones, you start to take hormone in, then your brain signals and says, hey, I don't need to make it anymore. So then your thyroid gets weak, it gets sluggish, and of course it becomes very ineffective. And there's a genius to the body. There's a design, an intelligent design of the body, and all the different organs are working together in unison. You throw something synthetic, you throw something that's not coming naturally in the body, then it throws off the whole apple cart, and people really get sick. And so there's a lot of, it shuts down enzyme processes, and people end up getting a lot of effects. People call them side effects, but they're effects. There's nothing side about something terrible that happens to your body when you put a medication in your body. Now, I'm not anti-medication, not at all. If someone absolutely needs something, right, they need a medication, then by all means take it. But the one thing that this goes deep in my heart, it really does, and I'm going to speak to you guys really straight from the heart, because I grew up on a lot of medications. I grew up on asthma medications, allergy medications, antibiotics. I mean, I don't remember a time when I was growing up where I wasn't on a medication, right? And so I grew up on these, so I know what it's like, right, to be frustrated and be like, man, I'm always going to the doctor. I'm always having this, I couldn't breathe right. While all the other kids were running, I played sports my entire life, growing up, and I was always one step behind. I never could breathe properly, and I was fast. I had a lot of really great eye-hand coordination, but I was always on some medication. I was always being held back. So trust me, I know this is a very, very sensitive topic for me, right? And so I grew up on the medications, and I knew just deep down that it wasn't right. I never felt better on meds. I knew that there had to be another way. Right, and so I was just sick and tired of it, and it really wasn't until I graduated high school and I actually joined the Army. I was in the Army, I just stopped taking meds altogether, and then all of a sudden a lot of problems started going away, right? But it wasn't until later I found out how amazing the body was, how amazing it could heal itself. But you have to understand what's causing the problems in the body. So inflammation is a big deal. There's a lot of triggers for inflammation, and the thyroid is definitely affected by inflammation, right? And so here's the thing. If someone comes in to the doctor and says, hey, I have brain fog, I'm cold, I have bad skin, I'm gaining weight, man, I feel terrible. The temperature goes away. You got a thyroid problem. They'll run a blood test and they'll run TSH, which is a brain hormone that's just taking a look. The brain's looking into the blood and to see if there's enough thyroid hormone. And if there's not, that TSH will go up because the brain's telling the thyroid, hey, you need to get in action. And then just get on a medication. And here's the thing, the very things that caused the thyroid to struggle in the first place were never dealt with. Now you're on a medication and you still haven't fixed the problems. You still haven't addressed the root issues of why the thyroid was not functioning properly in the first place. So it's really, you know, to me, it's really kind of asinine to be just saying, hey, take this, we'll ignore all the reasons why it caused it, but now you're on another medication with other side effects, whether it's natural or not, right? And most of the time, the adrenal glands are involved, and one of the biggest contraindications to thyroid medication are wiped out adrenals. But though they never even test them, right? So number one, you need more of a complete panel. Number two, the question is a lot of times is, once I'm on medication, once I'm on thyroid medication, am I on for life, right? That's a good question, right? You should always be tested properly. And I can tell you just from experience, just from my own experience, I've been doing this for 24 years. So I think I have a right to say something. I've taken care of thousands, if not tens, and maybe who knows by now, a lot of patients over the years. And I've seen so many people, dedicated people who did not want to be on medication as a lifestyle, get healthier, the body came back in balance, and then they were able to get off medications. They went to their doctor and they said, hey, I'm doing much better. Can I get off the medications? And they got off the medications. I've had patients that were scheduled for thyroid surgeries. They were going to cut them out. Growths on the thyroid shrink and completely disappear. And the doctor's like, what? That's not possible, but it happened, right? So really the body has ability to heal, but we have to understand what is stressing the thyroid. Right? So if we find the triggers, we find the things that are causing the thyroid to be stressed or for your thyroid not to make hormone properly, then it's possible for you to get off your medications. Okay? But I don't say that. My job is to actually say, hey, let's find out why your thyroid's struggling, why you're having these symptoms, test you properly, and then help your body get healthier, and then you can wean off medications with your doctor and by the person that prescribed them, because most doctors, they want to help you, right? And if they see that you're getting healthier, they'll take you off those meds, right? And they're really kind of surprised because they never see people get off them. But we regularly see people cancel surgeries, regularly see people get off medications. So, hey, look, and I'm telling you, hey, Dr. Flynn, good to see you, man. You're awesome. You do this in your clinic every day, too. Great to see you, Jamie. Thanks for coming on. See you guys there. I tell you, guys, if you're on right now, of course, we're going to record this and we're going to post it to the page. But share this with somebody. Share it. Tag people on it, and because there's people that are wondering, do I have to be on medications? Is there hope? Really, it's the main thing. Is there hope? Is there hope for me to feel better, to have more energy, to have optimal weight, and not have all the issues that come along with the bad thyroid or thyroid struggles? Now, I want to say one thing is 90% of most thyroid problems are autoimmune, which means the immune system is actually attacking the thyroid, or it's like Hashimoto's, you've heard Graves' disease. So something else is going on that's actually attacking the thyroid. Now, I like this, I like the posters. I like these. I have these for education in our office. There's a company that makes it, but it's really nice, right? So it shows you the gut and shows you the thyroid there, and it shows the gut here, the stomach, the large intestine, small intestine. What ends up happening if there's infection or food allergies, what ends up happening is these immune cells end up affecting the thyroid gland and makes it sluggish. So I like good visuals. And so what ends up happening is you end up having an autoimmune condition. That immune system starts beating up the thyroid gets really weak, and it stops functioning properly. And that's just one, but it's most of thyroid conditions that I see in our clinic we test for these things. We test for the autoimmunity part of it, the antibody part of it, and we also test to make sure that the thyroid, if the thyroid hormone is actually getting out of the cell, actually getting out of the thyroid and actually getting to the cell, and actually inside the cell, so it can produce the energy. So those are two really big pieces. Is that thyroid getting beat up by the immune system? And most of the time that's the case. A lot of those things are lifestyle things, but when the body gets out of control and that immune system starts like getting out of control, and one thing to know about the immune system, it's always right. It never makes mistakes. It's always perfect, right? It's always going to do the right thing. So if it's attacking the thyroid, it means it's going after things, right? And other metals, things combine, heavy metals combine to the thyroid. There's a lot of things that happen like that. So number one, as far as like being on medication for a lifetime, you know, if you've had your thyroid radiated and it's damaged and it can't produce hormone, you're going to be on hormone most likely for the rest of your life at some dose, proper dose. Number two, if you've had your thyroid removed and it can't make thyroid hormone anymore, you're probably going to be on medication for the rest of your life. It depends on the doses, right? But barring those things, barring a damaged thyroid, as far as like radiated or an actual surgery where they've taken it out, they've done a surgical removal, I've seen almost every case people decreasing the medications seriously, a lot, or actually getting off them altogether. Okay, so there is hope. You can get your back healthy, your body healthy again, and that's a great opportunity to, number one, trust your body, but then really engage in the things that will make your body healthy, take the stress off the thyroid, and then let your body function optimally again. And then you don't have to have the drugs or the surgery. Number one, don't have to spend the money on the meds. The pain in the butt it is to go to the doctor, get the meds, go get the prescription filled, spend the money on it, go take something you don't want to take anyway, right? If you don't have to, if there's a way to get off of it, right? So we're doing an event on December 4th at 6:30. Now, can you tell I'm passionate about this? I'm excited about this topic because there's so many women that come, some men too, mostly women come into the office and they are struggling. They are seriously stressed out, fatigued. They don't know why they're gaining weight and they can't lose it. And you know, they have these massive shifts and turnarounds. So there's nothing more rewarding than, you know, helping people get their lives back. That's what we're going to be talking about December 4th at 6:30 on Tuesday night. And we're going to be addressing the myths of the thyroid that most people don't understand. We're going to be talking about how to test properly. We're going to talk about how the thyroid functions and what causes it, the body to get out of balance, and then how to actually restore health to it. So it's going to be awesome. We're looking forward to it. If you're in the greater Charlotte area, the Fort Mill, Rock Hill, Lake Wiley area, come on out. And I tell you what, if there's if you share this with somebody, if you're saying, hey, I can't be there, maybe I'm out of state, well, guess what? If you contact us, we will do a virtual. We'll do a Zoom call. We'll get on the line. We'll do a virtual seminar for you as well, because I don't think anybody should be left out. And then as far as being able to take care of people, their wellness ways, all over the United States, they are phenomenal. They know exactly how to test for the thyroid properly, complete test, and they're committed doctors. And I'm sure if there's not one in the area, we can help you find one in your area to help you really get your life back. So, guys, thanks for tuning in. Please share, please like our page, right? So like our page so you can keep up with our information. We'll get things out to you, and we'll make sure you stay informed. That's most of what we do as doctors. Doctor means teacher. So enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. I will be back tomorrow, I promise, because I promise I'll do 4 myths in 4 days. I hope to see you guys tomorrow, and have an awesome evening.